All right, if I could have everybody's attention, please. Good morning. My name is John Demling. I'm the chairman of the DuPage County Ethics Commission. I call the June 12th, 2024 meeting of the Ethics Commission to order. A quorum of the members is physically present. I will entertain a motion to permit those members not physically present due to personal illness or disability, employment purposes, or the business of the board, family or other emergency, or unexpected childcare obligations to participate by video or teleconference. Do I have a motion? Second? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? None. The motion is passed. We can now proceed with members appearing telephone. I don't know if it's telephonically, remotely. I'm an old guy, so it's telephones to me. But anyway, we're appearing remotely. If I could have the roll call, please.
Member Demling,
Present.
Member Benson.
He raised his hand. Present.
Okay. Member Cahalan. Member Clement.
Present.
And Member Donner.
Is there any public comment? And I note that there appear to be no members of the public present. Chairman remarks. I have really no remarks other than this is our first meeting of the year. One of the reasons for delaying it a bit was updates on our ethics training, which we will get shortly. If I could have a motion to approve, first of all, a motion to approve the minutes, please.
I make a motion to approve.
And we have a second. Are there any additions or corrections to the motion, to the minutes that any of the members have? Hearing none, I will entertain a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? None. The minutes are approved. The next matter on our agenda is old business, and this deals with the fiscal year 2024 ethics training update. And Mr. Winthrop, if we could have a report on that, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. As the chairman has indicated, we did delay our first meeting a little bit this year, and that's actually due to our new format of how we do the ethics training. As I had indicated in our meeting, the IT department had realized that there was an opportunity to get a new software that made the training a little bit easier to conduct for the employees, as well as our outside agencies. I'm glad to say on April 1st, we officially launched that, and it seemed to be a good launch. I haven't really heard any complaints, so we're going to say it was good. And then our outside agencies, we had a hiccup or two because, you know, they don't have the same authentication as we do, but we've worked through that and it appears that it's going positively. So the new format we think is very beneficial. We're still, you know, it's a new system and people have to get used to it for the first year. So you'll see that when I give you the statistics that we're going to work toward that. But they do have until the end of this week to complete it, we indicated, before they start getting the emails from me indicating, hello, you have not completed your ethics training and you must do so. So we've put it in multiple forms of communication, need it be direct emails to the employees, and our employee newsletter has gotten it, as well as senior management has indicated that they're aware and have told their employees such to complete it. So rollout again went very well, and we're very happy with the new system. So with that in mind, I want to real quick give some numbers in regards to how many have taken it. We have right now about 553 people of ours have taken it out of approximately 1,000. So it's 51.16% have completed it. So again, we will be doing those follow-up emails as we do every year afterwards to ensure we get that 100% compliance to ensure with the ordinance. I do want to remind everybody though, sometimes that number is a little different for the fact of as employees come and go. We do have, HR is very kind and wonderful. They pass out the handout and indicate you have 30 days from your day of hire to take said training. But As we switched this year between the old software and new, there is a possibility we missed an employee or two with that on our end as that. So we're gonna circle back at the very end of our 14th and ensure those employees all have everything completed. Because as they were creating new accounts, when we did the initial transition, we don't know that everything got caught. We think so, but we want to just double check and ensure that. So very happy with that. Then the outside agencies, I know I say this every year, it's very hard for me to give you a percentage for the outside agencies. And the reason for that is I don't have a master list of employees. So I don't know what their final head count is or anything like that, who gets to and from added. So I can tell you 247 individuals have taken that training outside agencies right now. And we will ensure that we talk to each authority saying, hey, here's whom has taken it. Please make sure that any of your employees who have not taken it to make sure they can do it. And we'll give them, the information on how they can go about it. And they do also manage their own accounts. So the county has it where when people are no longer with the county and start, it auto-populates our training system. So it'll make it one of those required. The outside agencies, they manage it themselves. So they have to be able to do it. And again, as we switch to a new software this year, there's that learning curve. So we're going to be a little bit graceful this year with the outside agencies because they're not here every day and it doesn't auto do it. So we're going to work with them and still ensure that goes through. But I have heard a lot of positive about the new software. The only thing that I've heard is it's long, which I think we always said it was long. And I think the direction of this commission is that we wanted to ensure we're not missing anything. I will pause there for a minute if there's any questions about this year's training or anything in that regard. Okay. The next thing I want to say about that, though, is the actual training itself. So we do have a new software which allows us to do a little bit more than we had done with our previous. So as we start this new year in our next meeting, we historically always do a review of the actual training as a whole. I think there might be some merit in looking at opportunities to truly change it more in the way that we kind of talked about at some of our previous meetings. I think we've also indicated we'd like to see a lot more examples used. So we'll work closely with our investigator general and our ethics advisor for a little bit more interactive questions in that regard. So any thoughts or comments on that aspect of it? And that is all I have on the FY24 ethics training update.
And that actually reminded me, I failed to indicate also present at the meeting, our ethics advisor and IG. So I wanted to reflect that as well. Thank you. The next item is new business.
Thank you, Your Honor. So again, I do have a bit of new business. I'd like to let the commission know, effective July 1st, I will be the new Assistant Director of Operations, which means that I'm actually going to be stepping away from the Ethics Commission, and we have our brand new hire, our Senior Advisor, Jeremy, if you can come up here so you're on camera for a minute. Jeremy Custer, he's our new Senior Advisor. He's going to be the new staffer for the Ethics Commission. The transition is going to go smoothly, and I will be here to help still in every way. But we're excited to have Jeremy here. He's got a great background, and he's going to be a wonderful addition to our team here. So, Jeremy, do you want to say anything?
Nice to meet you all. I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth at the first meeting. So happy to be on board and look forward to working with you all.
So yeah, and we're very excited. Jeremy's going to be a wonderful addition, and we will work closely. We're not leaving anybody out. That's not how this goes. So but we're excited for it. And if you guys have questions, he will be your main contact moving forward. But that doesn't mean I will gladly answer and help any way I can.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other new business? Hearing none, any other comments from members? Yes, Mr. Donner.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I've brought this to the group's attention. I have a client who has a matter with building and zoning that I am going to be representing them for. I did submit a request to Jason about it to ask, and I got an opinion back from Dan Hanlon. My only concern was just making sure that I not do anything that would raise a conflict. So the point that I think it comes down to is that if there was anything that involved building and zoning in the short term while I'm doing that, I wouldn't be able to vote on it. And
That's
if there's
fine.
any other concern anybody else has.
I think, I think everybody's comfortable, once we get an opinion from, our ethics advisor on this. We're all comfortable with it and, there should not be any
Thank you.
issues at all. And realistically, the likelihood that anything would happen, I'll take the under on that one. All right, any other, final comments from anybody? All right, thank you.
Yeah. Todd,
Yeah, Todd.
I don't know how the balloon started racing there. First, thank you for the privilege to allow me to participate via Zoom. And I guess maybe I should have asked this when the presentation was on. 51% response with 500 or so yet to take the exam. Is that larger than you would have expected at this point? Or is that normal?
Great question, sir. I believe last year at about this time when we were about 2 months out, we were at like 62, 63. So it is a little lower, but I equate that to it being a brand new system and still figuring it out with the learning curve.
There you go. And you mentioned that you were going to be able to put better examples and increase the communication of the exam, as long as it doesn't make it even more complicated, or maybe it'll make it better, not more complicated.
My suggestion would be that when we go to review it this year, we go slide by slide or step by step at a meeting. And we can actually put it up on the TVs so we can actually see it. And if everybody's saying, oh, this is clunky or this is a problem, that's going to be the perfect time for the commission to be like, yeah, let's improve this and ensure it's user friendly at the end of the day too. That's a great suggestion.
And when that time comes, if it's possible, if you could give us those things ahead of time so that we can review them and then have questions for staff or anyone else.
Not a problem. What we'll do then is about 2 weeks out before the meeting. I probably have the FY24 in a PowerPoint that we could send out sooner, but we will look at that to where you guys have a couple of weeks to review it and look at it. And just so you know, the new training software, it does make it to where you can convert a PowerPoint into the training. So that's why the format will probably be in a PowerPoint versus before we did screenshots of it because that was not an option.
And good luck to you in your new position and service to the county.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Any other comments, questions from any other members? All right, in that.
I guess, Your Honor, there's one thing I want to thank Mr. Blumenthal. He's been great with us in the time that I've been involved, and the idea that he's leaving us is somewhat heartbreaking, but I do want to be on record of saying thank you for his work.
Well, actually, he's been here for every one of us. I don't know if when Todd started, if he was when Todd started, he certainly was with me and everybody else. So it's always tough to lose institutional knowledge. But we'll still have them in the event that we need it.
I will be down the hall. I'm not leaving the county. So, but thank you both for your very kind words. I appreciate that.
Mr. Chairman, I don't want to admit to being old here, or being here a while, but there have been changes, modifications. Phil Rizzuto taught me years ago that change is everything, and we adjust, and this commission continues to do exactly what it's supposed to do, and doing it well.
I'm betting that you and I are the only guys that know who Phil Rizzuto were, but anyway, thank you.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that.
All right, thanks. Now I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
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 Motion carries. See you all next meeting. Thank you.